Good morning, everyone. Fly on the Wall Productions, Facebook, YouTube. We're streamed everywhere you get your podcasts and on the web at airedoutvt.com. Good morning. I'm JD Green, back in the studio with Raylene this morning. It is an absolute pleasure to have you on board. It is 9:32 right now, about, what are we saying, 31 degrees, something like that.
Sure.
Does that sound good?
Sure. Why not? Just pull it out of your ass. That's what all weathermen do.
It's Pyoma. Yes. Pulled it out of my ass.
Yeah.
We have a sunny start. We have clouds coming for this afternoon. And temperatures in the lower 30s. So not really going to be warming up.
With a wind chill.
Yeah, the winds are supposed to be picking up. Mm-hmm. High winds coming soon. 30% chance for some light snow. Tonight, partly cloudy, flurries and 17. Wednesday, tomorrow, partly cloudy and 30. Looks good on Thursday, sunshine and 40 degrees. We got a little warming trend on the way, Raylene. You probably know about that already, though.
I do.
Yeah. And then it stays with us on Friday. Looks like cloudy and afternoon showers, maybe in the form of rain showers.
Mm-hmm. Good, because we haven't had enough rain.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but my freaking yard is all like crusted up big time, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, God, that was such a heavy, wet snow. And now it's all...
Well, followed by rain. It
yes.
rained the night before pretty hard.
God,
at least here it did.
And I even said to myself this morning, I'm like, can this like soften up a little bit before, the real deep freeze comes in,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just a pain in the ass walking around. Already I'm complaining about the weather.
I'm not surprised. Already you're complaining.
Yeah. Hey,
a
couple of birthdays today on this 28th day of November. We have Tim Murphy, who's 50. Christine Sundquist is 62. Melissa Hopp is 50 today. Sandy Newton, 56. Darren Perrin is on the birthday list today from WCAX. Jon Stewart is 61, and Ed Harris, one of my favorite actors, is 73 years old. So here we are. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, huh?
It is.
Jeez. Let's share that picture that you were telling me about this morning.
Yeah, this picture came from my good friend Joe Pelkey. He posted a few of them last night, which I shared on the page with everyone. But that was probably my favorite. And I got to see that yesterday morning as well when I brought Craig to work. And just absolutely gorgeous. And then I thought, yesterday when everybody didn't have power, the morning start was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
To be able to look at that, it was so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And then to go to Delicate Decadence and get a hot coffee and sit in the window and just how relaxing.
Jealous. Really?
I know.
I really am.
Yeah.
Jealous.
It's gorgeous. We're lucky. We're very lucky. It looks absolutely stunning. And the kickoff to the Mary Berry holidays was a super good event. And much thanks to Michael Deering for being willing to go live for us and get that shared right, because I was unable to be there. I wasn't feeling well. And he did it for us, and super grateful and thankful that he was willing to do that for us.
Deering's incredible.
Exactly. It takes a village sometimes, and we're very fortunate to have some great people in our community that support us greatly.
Yeah, and kudos to Joe for grabbing that shot.
Yes, absolutely gorgeous.
It's fantastic. And look for more of them too. I mean, if you get on the Berry Partnerships page, you're going to see some great.
Yeah, in our page, when I post pictures like that, I did yesterday and then again last night with Joe's picture, people will post their pictures in the comments, and depending on the time of day and what's happening, one of the pictures was with the full moon right in the split of those trees.
Oh my God.
It was absolutely gorgeous.
I love that.
So all kinds of them posted.
Make sure, folks, if you're just joining us this morning, give us a like, drop a comment, give us a share if you enjoy an episode that you're catching some morning. Share it along. Give us a thumbs up, a heart, a hug, a laugh, whatever you want. We want to hear from you. And the comments coming in already from our Michael Deering. You're a complainer anyway, JD. I mean, just beautiful comments this morning. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Donna Thunder says hello.
So Donna Thunder is
going to be with us in the morning.
Tell me about this.
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow. Tell me.
She is. She's going to be at the VFW real soon for a Johnny Cash benefit concert, a cash benefit concert, and she's going to be with us tomorrow. She's going to tell us all about it, and can't wait to have her. I always get excited to see Donna. It doesn't matter if you are having the worst day ever. When that woman approaches you, it doesn't matter.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
Yeah,
I absolutely agree. I actually was chatting a little bit with her last week, and we had an interesting conversation by text, and I'm going to share that tomorrow morning on the air. I was thinking about just sharing it right now, but I'm going to.
But you're going to wait.
I'm going to wait
for Donna.
I'm going to wait. She'll be with us tomorrow morning.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to see her.
And that benefit, by the way, is this coming Saturday night.
Yes.
That cash
at
Johnny
the
Cash
VFW
tribute.
post 790 right here on Route 302.
It's going to be amazing. Barry beat last night.
No.
Negative.
Four quarters
negative.
That's what happens when you have no power and no internet for literally an entire day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think all things were restored by like 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Little before that.
And then they went out this morning again. And then
for a short time, yes.
All right.
They wanted to continue or finish the repairs from yesterday's damage.
Okay.
And as promised, they were up and running by 9:30. So we got to give them a shout out.
Was this Spectrum?
We shit on them a lot. Yeah.
Spectrum.
It was Spectrum.
All right.
And by 10 after 9, they had us back up and running. But then it took JD, 20 more minutes, even though he had an hour extra. It took him 20 more minutes to prep, and that's why we were still late.
How was Thanksgiving? How was your
It was
Thanksgiving?
great. So Thanksgiving Day, I literally had an entire day of just, it was a great day. It was a beautiful day, Thanksgiving Day. And then I did my Thanksgiving on Sunday.
All right.
With my family. That way all of us could be together because, some people go to different houses and whatever. So we chose to do ours on Sunday so that everybody could be here. And it was wonderful.
That's great.
I absolutely that's my favorite holiday anyway.
Yeah, I know.
And so, I absolutely love it.
Did you get the pumpkin pie and all that stuff going?
No pumpkin. Apple and pecan. I don't do pumpkin.
I also had an amazing Thanksgiving. I was with some family down in Virginia, and we just, what can I say? It was just beautiful down there. We had such an amazing time. Lily was running around with all the other kids and exhausted, and so was I. And I just had such a nice time. It was so even though the kids were having a great time, it was still such a peaceful, relaxing experience.
Because when kids are laughing and playing, and even if they're being loud and crazy, when they're having fun and you know that they're safe and they're, everything is good, it is relaxing.
That is so true.
My kids, sometimes they'd have friends over, and it would be, and we would have friends at the same time, and they would bring their kids, and the kids would be like, oh, and the parents would be like, stop that, don't do this, don't do that, quiet, this, that, just let them be. I would always say, they're not bothering me at all.
Sure.
I can totally tune it out when I know everything is fine. Now, if I hear something that lets me know that somebody's going to be scrapping or,
Sure.
beating somebody over the head with a metal dump truck or something, I'm going to intervene.
Right.
But the rest of it, who cares?
Right,
Just enjoy yourself, visit,
Yeah.
and be happy for the time that they're not up your ass bugging you.
Absolutely. And the laughing and everything, you're so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. I have to say, let me see if I can list this off. This is by memory here, okay? And the memory's not good. Long John Silver, Hardee's, Waffle House, IHOP, Cookout. There's 5. God, I know there's so many more. Damn it, what's the other? I'm trying to remember the others.
I'm not sure.
I mean, just the food down there, and of those, there's at least 5 more. Okay, at least 5 more that I'm forgetting. But of those, which one do you think was my most favorite?
The Waffle House.
Spot on right. You are.
Of course I am.
My God, you just nailed that. Waffle House. Raylene, you can go in and get breakfast anytime you want. You walk in there, it's 11 o'clock at night, and you get anything you want.
Yeah.
I had my eggs. What do they call it? Smothered and covered in on the cheese and the onions. And the coffee. It's just everything. I just loved it. And the Golden Corral. I forgot if that was the other one. The Golden Corral.
You know where you can get breakfast like all the time?
I do.
In Vermont is the Wayside. They serve breakfast all day, every day.
Yes, absolutely.
You
And
can
I've
go
gone
in there at 10 o'clock at night.
and
or right before closing.
I've done it.
And order breakfast.
I've had my hash and eggs at 9 o'clock at night there. I have done it. Also, a Delicate Decadence, of course. And,
yes, that goes without saying. But
cook fresh right there to order any way you want it.
yes,
And
Monday
today
through
is-
Saturday,
And today is?
National French Toast Day.
Boom!
And from 7 to 10, Monday through Saturday, you can get breakfast made right there. And they use the really thick slice La Panciata bread
Yeah, no
to make
fooling
their
around.
French toast. No,
Yes.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Real maple syrup. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
And they don't bring it in a little plastic tub with a peel off top and charge you $1.50 extra for it. They literally, Tim makes it fresh as you're sitting there, brings you over the maple syrup in this little. It's wonderful. It's amazing.
Speaking of maple syrup, I know that no one down there in Virginia or anywhere down south has a freaking clue what maple syrup is. Okay, I already know this. I had planned on bringing a little pint of my own maple syrup and forgot it and didn't realize it until we were like halfway to Virginia. Almost made Sherilyn turn around and go back. I had a complete meltdown. I'm like, what am I going to do? Seriously, what am I going to do? Other than just put the
Eat
butter.
the fake shit.
No, I can't do it.
Do you use fruit instead?
I'll just put the butter on it and be done with it. But I cannot eat. I cannot do the fake maple syrup. It's the most disgusting. I just can't do it.
So my kids always, if there was no real maple syrup, they would put chocolate syrup instead.
That's fine.
Yep.
Anything but
Because
that
they would
fake
not
shit.
eat the fake
Oh
maple syrup.
God, it's horrible.
And they knew, too. You could not fool them.
I'm telling you, next time I go down there, the maple syrup is getting packed in my backpack before the underwear, before anything. Maple syrup goes anyway. 89. I guess it was. I'm just getting caught up here with stuff, but I guess it was closed between Montpelier and Berlin yesterday for all of the weather
Slide
situation.
outs, stuck trucks. Yeah.
Wow.
It was just really crappy.
Lots of road
And
closures and power outages.
Power outages.
We still
down
have many.
down trees and wires, and Yeah.
We still have many customers that are
Yes,
out.
there are still many people without power. Just before we went live, I saw somebody posted on one of the pages that I'm admin of saying, does anybody know what the status? It still shows no status. So,
Wow.
I mean, I feel horrible for people that are waiting that long. I do want to make a special announcement just out of the gate to make sure that people are aware in Northfield. I know that we have a couple of people tuned in right now that are in Northfield. Northfield police phone lines are still down. If you have an emergency, they ask you to call 911. If it's non-emergent, you can call the 802-229-9191 number. And then, of course, you can always message them on Facebook if it's something that's not an emergency, and somebody will get back to you. But their phone lines are down and still down.
And one of the things that you hammer on, and you did again yesterday, is 211. Also, if folks have issues or they have questions that need to be answered or whatever, and listen, they may not have the answer, but at least you can call 211 if you do have some questions. And if they don't have the answer, maybe they can direct you somewhere who might have the answer to whatever it is, whether it's telephone, power lines, whatever.
And because there are shelters that are open throughout the state. The one here at the auditorium is not open currently, but there are shelters open throughout the state, or they are helping to shelter people who are still without power and cold. And just remember to check your neighbors.
Yeah,
please.
of course.
You know, especially the elderly, the disabled. Make sure you're checking on them and know.
And Deering just posted up the website for Green Mountain Power too, which is great. Thanks, Michael. But around 20,000 customers still without power yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
Still, some roads that are slick in some areas, some that are still closed. But a lot of people had stuck vehicles and were, winter comes in fast and hard.
Yes, it does.
At least from what I understand, from what I've heard, is that there weren't any, real serious injuries that were reported. At least what I heard. So
Right.
that's good news.
Thankfully. While we're talking about national days, though, we got to get back to that. So it's also National Giving Day.
Yeah.
And so with National Giving Day, we get to give a shout out to another sponsor, which is Nelson Ace Hardware right here in Barrie, who we absolutely love. And not only are they celebrating 40 years in business,
Remarkable.
which is absolutely incredible, all month, the entire month of November, anybody who rounded up their purchase, all that money goes to the relief fund, the Barrie Relief Fund, and there's still time. So when you're thinking of giving on Giving Day, go to Nelson's, get a little bit of your Christmas shopping done, and round it up, and you can give at the same time. I think it's fantastic that the community has come together to do that, and that Nelson's is doing that as well.
I wasn't here for Small Business Saturday.
If you can't find a gift at Nelson's, you're twisted.
Something's wrong.
Something's seriously wrong with you.
Yeah.
You need to go straight to the funny farm.
So true. And listen, guys.
You can find anything in there.
You can.
Literally, when I went in there, and you could even find Tums.
Yeah. Come on. I know.
Right. Literally.
What about tampons?
They probably do have them. I wasn't looking for tampons, but they. I'm assuming that.
Would you be
asking
surprised
because you need them? I wouldn't be surprised about that.
Would you be surprised if they had them?
No, not at all.
Can you get a half a pint of potato salad?
Possibly.
All right.
You never know with them
But
what they may have for you. They have ice cream.
Are you serious?
In the summer, this
know
summer, I
that.
saw the little ice cream thing right next to the door, and candy. They have all kinds. They have everything in Nelson's.
We have to say this to guys though. If you're doing some Christmas shopping, don't don't go into Nelson's and buy a vacuum cleaner for your wife for Christmas or something like. Don't do
Why?
that. Not for a Christmas gift.
Well, you could get something else too, but there have been listen, I needed a vacuum one year really bad. I was sick and tired of using mine, and I begged to get one. I was pretty pissed off when I didn't get one because I said a million times that's what I wanted.
What I'm saying is, guys,
Nice pots and pans.
Yes, true.
Cooking utensils.
Yes,
Vacuums.
but don't
aprons.
just be creative though. Don't give your wife like a
Yeah,
spatula.
buy her a purple one.
Don't buy a spatula for your wife for Christmas.
Unless you're going to spank her with it.
And if you do buy a vacuum cleaner, guys, buy it, wrap it up and give it to yourself or a gift from Santa to you to imply that you will do more vacuuming in the coming year. But don't give a vacuum cleaner to your wife.
Right, give her a lie instead.
Something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just bullshit her.
Mark
Yeah.
Miller says, get her a French apron for cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a gun. Yeah.
What do we have here? What else is? I see
Good
that.
Lord.
I know.
The craft fair was absolutely amazing.
Tell
Huge
me.
success. 115 Vermont crafters.
Wow.
Set up shop up all weekend at the BOR, at the auditorium, and it was amazing. I went up, saw my cousin who was set up there on Saturday. Saw Shep and jewelry.
Oh yeah.
Yep, she makes homemade custom jewelry, and so some really
Drop her
adorable
name.
things.
Drop her name. Facebook
Abigail-
page, website.
I have. We've shared it many times, but her name is Abigail York, and I'm very proud of her. She does amazing stuff, and I love it. And just the food, the vendors, the everything up there was absolutely incredible.
Wow.
And it just the whole weekend with the light up the city, the parade, Santa, reindeer, the craft fair, it just it was awesome.
Hillary's saying they were serving up walking taco bars.
Yes.
What the hell? I missed that. What was that? What's a walking taco bar?
I don't know.
Damn.
What a walking taco is. A taco you can walk around
I
with,
don't know.
I guess. I don't
Anything-
freaking know.
If there's tacos
It's a
and they're
taco.
moving, please bring them toward me. Anyway, so a lot of people.
Well, she says they were yummy. Too bad you missed them because, you had to be off in another state.
Santa Fin.
Yes, Santa Fin was
Santa
there
Fin.
as well.
That's awesome.
Yes.
A lot of people, though.
A lot of people, but it wasn't the way it was set up. It was set up perfectly. It didn't feel overcrowded.
Yeah.
It was awesome. They did a great job. Super, super happy with that. And then tell you one more thing about another thing since you
Please
don't know
do.
what the hell's going on anyway.
I always
All
have my head in my
All right,
ass.
I want to make sure. So this morning and last night we got some questions. So I had made a post in regards to me looking for gift cards, and it went on the It's No Secret page, and of course shared it with Air It Out because that's where the show airs, which is Thursday this week, remember, because of accommodations for a guest. Yep. So the gift cards are for treatment court. When I was at the last treatment court hearing, they ran out of them. And I know people gripe and groan because you're giving something to people who, let's promote them being bad. No, that's not the case here. What we're doing is when you have what they do in the class is when you have consistent clean UAs, you've completed a program or a step or some sort of piece of the puzzle, or maybe it was an assignment that you had to write a recovery plan or something. The treatment court will give you a gift card At one, for an incentive to keep on fighting, and two, an acknowledgement for the fact that you have made it to this milestone.
Yeah.
And each one counts. Each day, each minute counts. It's a hard fight.
It's a modest reward for a
is.
huge accomplishment.
Right. And,
right?
and you're not getting something for nothing. This is something you have to do this. So anyways, I asked if people were willing to donate gift cards, even if you can only donate one, and if you can't donate any, just share the post. I would like to get the treatment court, and I have collected some. I would like to get them some gift cards by Monday, the 4th, because that's when the next session is.
Okay.
No card should be more than $10 ever. And you can get $5 ones if you want. The recommended places are Subway, Domino's, Dollar General, Cumberland Farms, Dunkin' Donuts, Price Chopper, Hannaford. Just so that they're local. And I mean, you can get them for anywhere. You can get them for Nelson's if you want to, or Delicate Decadence. But just asking that if you are able, if
Right.
you can get one or some cards, and let me know, and I'll pick them up from you, and we're going to make a list, and I'm going to present them to the treatment court on the 4th.
That's fantastic.
So
That's great.
yeah,
Awesome.
but that's what that's all about. A lot
All
of
right.
people were confused at why we would reward them for, well, the term used many times
Yeah.
was, why are you rewarding druggies? Well,
Right.
I'm not rewarding druggies. I'm trying to encourage people to be well, and there's nothing wrong with that.
That's true. That's well said.
Yeah.
Well said. I think a lot of us are quick to jump to opinions and conclusions. It seems like we're on the fast track to that. Like our brains are wired that way these days, and we need to remind ourselves to just take a step back and try to just take a deep breath and take a step back and look at things from a little bit further away and get a different perspective before you open your mouth or your fingers make their way to your keyboard. Do I do that every time? Absolutely not. Do I try to? Yes, I try to. Sometimes I fail, but we need to just look at things from a broader perspective sometimes, I think. Anyway.
We do. Absolutely.
I heard while I was away that there was the Burlington police arrested a guy that they believe shot 3
Well, they don't believe. He was arraigned yesterday.
48-year-old Jason Eaton. He shot 3 20-year-old guys on Saturday night. Students at UVM?
Yeah. They were, I don't know if they were at UVM, but they were local Palestinian students.
Unbelievable. So,
So they're,
hate crime.
well, they can't charge him with a hate crime, or they're not as of yet. Sarah George spoke last night during a press conference, which we posted, that explained that it's very, very hard to prove a hate crime case. And though they know it was hate-related, hate-initiated, that the case may not necessarily be charged that way. And she explained the penalties, and we'll see where that goes. But the fact that it's not being charged and prosecuted as a hate crime has caused a lot of unrest in itself.
I see that. I mean, so what's the difference in penalty if they can prove that it's a hate crime?
I think it's fairly significant.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, I did not look into the differences of the penalties, and I did not listen to the entire press conference.
I admittedly, I'm trying to read stuff quickly here and get caught up, but I don't see any. At least my eyes didn't see anywhere in the story what the condition of these 3 are.
One of them was hospitalized with injuries, and still remains in the hospital. But he's okay. He's going to be okay. But one of them did sustain injuries that put him in the hospital.
All right. The other two?
Are okay.
Jesus. Wow. So he was arraigned in Burlington yesterday. There was a press conference yesterday. If we get anything more on this story, we'll share it up. 48-year-old Jason Eaton. I saw the picture of that dude. Kind of a freaky looking cat, don't you think? I do.
Yeah, anybody that just all of a sudden is willing to go all
amazing,
cycle and shoot people.
My God. And then I saw this picture you posted the story this morning of or not a picture, but this guy that's accused of having sexually explicit photos on his Xbox of young children.
How the hell do you even get stuff like that on your Xbox, for God's sakes? Is an Xbox like a computer?
Yeah, well, it's a game.
I'm
it's a gaming system.
Naive when it comes to that, I guess. What the hell?
It's a gaming system that connects to the internet, obviously.
That our kids are playing with, and apparently, pay attention, people. What's happening?
Wow.
And we have the Tuesday night meal tonight at the American Legion,
Yes,
Post
we do.
10 and Barry. You know what it is tonight?
What is
Meatball
it?
subs.
Oh, my God.
Meatball subs, macaroni salad, and dessert for $12.
2, please.
Starts at 5:30. You can take out
Yeah.
or dine in. Either way, you need to call and reserve your meal, please.
479. I have it right here. 9058.
You're correct. That's
memory.
what it is.
My memory.
And bingo, right at 6 o'clock.
Whew.
Every Tuesday night, the meal and bingo, and dine in or take out. And please give them a call.
Yeah.
Sign up and get that ordered. And then Wednesday, the Wednesday takeout meal at Delicate Decadence this week.
Oh.
You know, if you don't want to cook all week,
Yeah.
I mean, you pretty much can if you just look around. Really, it's easy. Kung Pao chicken over rice.
Love Kung Pao chicken.
I know. So
That's the stuff with the peanuts in it.
yes.
Oh.
Well, order it up this week, for God's sakes. Write it. You can order at Delicate Decadence, 802-479-7948, or you can stop in to 14 North Main Street in Barrie, or you can go right to their website, delicate-decadence.com.
And
Order it up.
set it right there.
Yeah,
You don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
nothing. Go in, pick it up, bring it home.
And then you can lie to your wife and say, look at this amazing Kung Pao chicken that I made.
So he puts it in these really cool containers. You take the top off, or not. Some of them you don't. You put the oven 350. You throw it in the oven. 30 minutes. So that gives you time to put your work bag away, change into your comfy clothes, get the kids situated, set the table, whatever. Boom, supper's done.
Wow.
All done.
And could you eat it right there at Delicate Decadence if you wanted to?
I suppose if you
You
wanted
could just
to.
sit down, have a cup of coffee, and
Yeah.
wow. Listen, I know you got stuff. I got stuff too. You go ahead.
No, you can.
I just wanted to talk
Give it a whirl.
real quickly about BCK Real Estate and William Ravies.
Yeah.
And we talked about this a little bit before I set sail out of state, but they are doing all they can to make children in our local community affected by the July floods to feel the joy and the wonder of Christmas, and they have a collection that's going on right there at William Ravies of unwrapped toys for all ages, and they're also collecting gifts for adults, also unwrapped, that the kids can have the opportunity to pick out, look at, say, my mom or my dad would love that. And then they have elves on standby that are going to wrap this stuff on the 16th
Right.
of
So that's the
December.
point of the Unwrapped is literally
Right.
it's
So the
going
kids
to
can
be
see it.
out and
Yeah.
people are going to be able to shop for the things that they want for
Right.
their family.
Right.
It's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yes. You want me to tell you what the schedule is on the 16th?
Please. I know that we need to hurry up, though, and get these unwrapped toys or gifts to William Ravies by the 11th
Yes.
of December. But yeah, what's the schedule?
Yeah,
for
you can
this?
do William Ravies or the Berkshire Hathaway
in Montpelier. Yes.
So either place by the 11th, and
All
then
right.
the schedule on the 16th at the Barry Auditorium is the official event, made possible by all of you. So the schedule is open to all, starting at 1 p.m. And from 1 to 4, there's going to be community activities, different things going on for all of the kids and families. And at 4 p.m. sharp, Santa is going to make a public service announcement.
Yes.
That is when, and right after that, it will close to the community at large, and it will only be open to VIP
Yep.
flood victims. So the flood victims are considered the VIPs of this event, as they should be. They've gone through a horrible time, and this is, making sure that their Christmas is as bright and happy as everyone else's
That's right.
is.
That's right.
So the schedule for the VIP starts at 4:20. That's when there'll be a word from the MC and a prayer before the meal
All right. Again, this is the 16th of December.
of December.
At the Barry Auditorium. Okay.
The meal will be served at 5 p.m. And then the gift shopping and the wrapping goes from 5:30 to 7 p.m. or until the gifts are all wrapped and the VIPs have all gone.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be an amazing event.
It's going to be amazing when we get Josh Fortier on the air with us and Dan Moland again. Tammy Baldwin over at William Ravies is just kicking it over there. I mean, she's just, and they've got a few other things up their sleeve over there that I don't want to let the cat out of the bag on.
Right. We're not supposed to.
Yeah.
There's bits and pieces that we'll let you know about a little at a time.
But this is a joint effort with Connecting Hope, with Enough Ministries, with the Hope Coalition,
and the community.
and the community. Monetary gifts are also welcomed and are tax deductible. We're gonna be hammering away at this a lot for the rest of this week and next week, and we'll be making sure, both on the air and off the air, that everyone knows about this, because it's wonderful what they're doing.
And I put the schedule up for all of the Christmas favorites as far as TV goes. Some favorites, some not so favorites. We know that you don't, you have a pretty strong opinion about some of these not being Christmas movies, like Home Alone, things like that.
Oh, don't.
Yeah, we've talked about that before.
Don't go
That
there.
gets you all wound up.
Don't do it.
But anyway, so the Christmas schedule is up for things like Frosty, Rudolph, Mickey Saves Christmas, the Santa Claus. The Santa Claus is one of my favorites.
I'll give that to you.
That I could watch that several times. And what is the one with the little boy? Oh, Jack Frost.
Yeah. That's
Love that.
Classic.
Love it.
Yeah.
Where the little boy, his daddy dies and he comes back as the snowman.
Yes.
Like, I just love that.
And yes.
A Christmas Story, of course.
Yes.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Shrek the Halls. Whatever. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Who's saying Shrek the Halls?
It's going to be on NBC on the 30th at 8:30. Shrek the Halls.
Shame on you, NBC. Shrek the Halls. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just telling you.
Give me Jimmy
I
Durante.
think I think Mariah, your favorite, is sing some tunes in that one. It's going to be all right.
Do you want to hear my Jimmy Durante impersonation? Singing Frosty the Snowman?
If I have to.
I got to work on it, but I'll do it. I promise I'll do it.
Well, thank God you're going to work on it.
Speaking of Santa, we are also told that we are possibly, I would say likely, going to be tracking Santa's sleigh on Christmas Eve with NORAD.
Wonderful.
And we're going to live stream it right here where you are now on Aired Out.
That's awesome. And speaking of Santa, we're going to be visiting a few places that Santa is going to be visiting really soon.
That old fat feller is busy.
He is.
I mean,
busy.
he's running hard.
Yep.
God, he's
And
going to be everywhere.
If your kids have letters for Santa, there's a Santa mailbox right in front of Richard J. Wabi Jewelers,
All right.
downtown Barrie. Have them put them in
Is
there.
that the red mailbox?
Yes. Have them put them in there.
Are you
going to write to him?
I think I'm going to this year because Lily was asking me, Dad, are you going to write a letter to Santa? And I think I'm going to. And I think I'm going to put it in there.
Don't tell him that it's from JD Green.
I'll leave that part out, but I will. There's
Just
a couple
don't.
of things I would like to ask him for. I don't know how well it's going to go over, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to share it with everybody.
It's not going to go over
I'm going to
well.
handwrite.
It's not going to go over well.
It's going to go over well if I handwrite it. I'm not going to type it. I'm going to handwrite it, and I'm going to read it on the air. I'm going to share it with everyone.
Oh, for God's
But
sakes.
Santa's also going to be over on Summer Street at Wellspace.
Yes, so he's going to be Summer Street. He's
Okay.
going to be at Preston's Kia.
Oh, my
He's
God.
going to be having breakfast at the auditorium with the kids. I mean, he's going to be all over. And we've already posted up several places that he'll be, the Prestons and the auditorium and a couple of other places. We have posted up where he's going to be, and we're actually going to join him from a couple of these locations.
All right. We're going to be over there soon in the morning.
Yes, over at Preston's.
Yes.
We're going to be over there soon, and we're going to talk all about this event that they're doing.
Will there
which-
be hot cocoa and cookies?
at the event? Yes, on yeah, there is.
Oh, my God.
So
Oh,
amazing stuff.
snickerdoodles?
Pictures. They give away incredible gifts to the kids. Last year they gave bicycles.
Oh, my God.
So
They ask you to pre-register for Santa photos, though, right?
yeah, all the information is
It's on our Facebook
right
page.
on the Facebook page, right on
Jeez.
ours, right on theirs. Check it out. And then the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce wants to know: have you registered to attend this year's Vermont Athena Leadership Awards gala this Saturday night?
Oh, my God.
If not, do so right now. It's only a few days away. You can attend the 5th annual Vermont Athena Leadership Award Gala
Yep.
to congratulate these impressive women. Katie Frederick, President, CEO of Applied Solutions Consulting.
Yep.
Dr. Elizabeth Guran,
Yep.
Associate Professor of Criminology and Criminal Justice at Norwich. Tanya Kristen, Executive Director, Green Mountain United Way. For the Vermont Athena Young Professionals Award, Sarah Audette, founder and owner of Hedgehog and Fox Collaborative.
Can I take the next one? Holly Fosier, who's the Career Readiness Coordinator at the University of Vermont, and Sarah Gallant, the Assistant Professor at Norwich University. And a guest speaker, Betsy Bishop, the Vermont Chamber of Commerce President,
Yes.
will be, and the 2022 Athena Leadership Award recipient is going to be speaking there. Registration $65 per person. CentralVT.com/Athena Leadership Awards, or you can email Athena@CentralVT.com.
And the registration deadline is November 29th. That's tomorrow.
All right,
So
get on it.
if you want to get in there, get in there.
I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in the comments here so people can remember that. But
Okay.
it's a big deal. This is not every state is lucky enough to have the Athena Awards, and Vermont does, and the Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce is quite humbled to be part of that. So it's
We're
a
lucky
great
to
thing.
have them.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you get a chance to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day
No, I
Parade?
don't watch that stuff. I don't even turn it on. I could give a rat's ass. I know that's very terrible of me, but I'm serious.
It's terrible.
I don't
That's
care.
terrible.
Who has time to sit in front of the TV for hours on end and watch floats go by and listen to some moderator? No. Who even does it anymore? Is it still like Kathy Lee Gifford and God knows who?
I don't fucking know.
You know, like I don't have time for that shit.
And then, all these, performers who...
I can't sit in front of a TV for 30 minutes to watch a program. How on earth am I going to watch 4 hours of parade?
And
you give me shit for watching golf? Here's the equivalent, babe.
And all these performers that you've never heard of who are lip syncing.
Oh, my heavens.
And
Can't even.
I
Can't.
did you see the protest?
Sorry.
Did you see the protest during the parade? All these people sat down in the middle of the road.
I saw that in news clips or Facebook posts.
Former President Jimmy Carter is expected to attend the memorial service for his late wife,
I would hope.
Rosalind Carter, today is when that is going to be. There was a woman who kicked some hard ass, man. She was incredible.
Yes, she was.
She started up all kinds of stuff. No disrespect to you, Jimmy, if you're listening this morning, pal. But your wife, Rosalind, might have kicked more ass than you ever did, bud.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Very classy lady.
That's one of the big national headlines, world headlines. Of course, dozens of hostages have been freed in this deal with Israel and Hamas. They've agreed to extend their truce for a few more days, and the deal is that Israel is freeing 3 Palestinians from prison for every Israeli hostage allowed out of Gaza. So, still a complicated situation that is quite fluid and changing by the day, sometimes by the hour. Is this the beginning of the end of this war? Who knows? Anyone's guess. But the United States and other countries are hoping that this progress will be sustained. Every hour that goes by, frankly, that it is sustained is a victory. So but we're watching that story as well. What else do we have going on this morning? Anything?
Thank you, Kristen. We love you too.
Who's that?
Kristen
Kristen
Perry.
Perry, yes. Good morning, beautiful humans.
Yeah.
When she says beautiful human, I'm just saying she's probably leaning a little bit more toward me.
Yeah, I know.
You know, when it comes to beauty.
I know.
She says it makes her day better. So we appreciate you,
You are
watching.
one hell of a good looking woman.
I know. God, it was so warm down in Virginia. It was so warm. Just going around with the socks on outside in the driveway. Can't do that up here right now. Unless you want some shitty, cold, wet
Well, you shouldn't do
feet.
that ever.
But yeah, it was nice down there. What else do we have going on? Man, you just got so much stuff up on the page.
Fair. So the craft fair list has been updated. There are a couple of new ones added, and so people should check that out. There's also a full list always in another one of our most favorite businesses around the Washington world.
Yeah.
So check it out. All kinds of great things happening, upcoming events. And as the week progresses, I will post more and more about what is coming up for the weekend. people add it on a daily basis.
Right.
I mean, the stuff that we get sent in message form.
Right.
As a matter of fact, I just got a message this morning from our very good friend Bessie. You know,
Matt and Bessie.
Oh.
Matt and Bessie.
yes.
What
Well,
did she
Bessie
say?
sent me the message.
Yeah.
So Bessie Sandberg, Rooted Entertainment.
Yeah. Solutions.
Yes. So there's another band coming, Kotoko
All right.
Brass Vermont.
All right.
Is what it's called, and they're going to be coming to Fairleigh Saturday at 6 p.m. So music infused night. Come on,
Yeah. When is this? When is?
Saturday.
Oh my
Their
God.
brand new album, The Year of the Quiet Sun. The band will begin playing their first full-length album from start to finish. So I'll post the whole thing up. And as soon as we're done here, she posted while we were live. So she just sent me this message. And of course, guess they want to come and talk to us via phone and let us know what they're up to on Saturday. So probably by the end of the week, you'll hear from these guys. So December 2nd, 6 p.m., food and craft vendors will be present in offering fine cuisine, natural healing items, and a variety of handmade goods. And that will be at the Town Hall in Fairleigh, Vermont.
Oh my God.
Early bird tickets. They have early bird tickets, but the price is for general admission is $15. Age 12 and under are free. So yeah, check it out.
Do you I'm overwhelmed right now. I mean, this has got me. You know, every weekend in the month of December,
There's something that you want to do.
there's like multiple things, and I mean, Sherilyn and I last night. Well, what about this? Well, what about that? We need to register for this. What about that?
So do you go to the Joseph Smith Memorial
Yes,
and see the lights?
every year.
Me too. Always,
Yes.
you have to.
Yes.
This year, Shelburne Museum
Yes.
has like lit it up big time. The pictures there are,
You shared
incredible.
the pictures.
Yes.
Incredible.
There are a couple of places in New Hampshire that are close by, though. They're like forest walks where the forest is all lit up. Just amazing. There's so many things
so
that you
many.
can do with your kids. There's sleigh rides and hot cocoa and cookies and s'mores and Santa, and there's so many different things you can do, and a lot of them are free.
Yes, true. Yeah,
And that,
a lot.
especially this time of year, is so important.
So important.
And especially after what so many have gone
You
through.
bet.
Just the cost of groceries
I know.
is enough. So to be able to do something like that with your family and have your kids have, you know, some sort of joy and see all of it is amazing. It's a really awesome gift that you can give yourself. The Joseph Smith Memorial one is a perfect example. They can get out of the car. They can walk
Yeah.
around. You don't have to drive through the thing. You can walk through it.
Yeah.
They have the lighted bridge.
Yes.
You can go through. You can walk through. They have the animals that you can go in and have cocoa and cookies and
I've done it
listen to the
every year.
music. Tell Me, the orchestra that always plays in there. They always have them playing on the, and you can sit in their theater in there and watch them. And it just went right out my brain.
Yeah.
But absolutely amazing. It's amazing.
Do not go to the Joseph Smith Memorial lights if you are
In a hurry.
in a rush.
Yeah. And when
Don't
you pull
do it.
in there, shut your freaking headlights off. Do not follow behind me with your headlights on, because if you do, I'm going to slam on my brakes, come to a dead stop, get out of my car, and tell you.
Thank you. I was going to mention headlights. Mm-hmm. You did it. Don't be in a rush.
No. Enjoy.
If the guy in front of you wants to get out and take a photo of his family inside the canopy of lights there,
yeah, be happy for him.
let him do it.
Yeah.
You got sit back, relax, turn the music up. They got a little.
You can tune
transmitter.
into, yes, you can tune into the radio station,
Yeah, and
or
it
just roll your windows down
Yes.
and listen to it, which is my favorite. It comes from literally. It seems like it's coming from the sky. It's absolutely
I know.
beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah.
like literally coming from somewhere. No one knows. Just bring, and if you want to bring a thermos with some coffee or some hot cocoa, just relax.
Yeah.
Slow down.
That's what it's supposed to be about, and it's awesome. It's
really is.
absolutely beautiful.
It really is. Yeah, there's just so many events. You're right, and great point that so many of them are free. So, if money is snug for you, just
For absolutely free, you can go down to the park in Berry City and have a snowball fight and have some hot chocolate. And for absolutely free, you can grab the sleds and go right up here to the cemetery on Washington Street.
Yes.
Across from Stones.
Right.
Stones has sleds
They do.
hanging up outside that you can use.
such a great idea.
I mean, and it's just amazing things that you can do here. As a family.
Yep, so true.
We're very fortunate.
We really are. Are we ready to wrap up here?
We are.
All right. It's no secret?
It's going to be Thursday this week.
Thursday,
which,
that's right.
Yeah, I told everybody last week.
Which is, of course, your podcast about addiction, recovery, mental health. Right here where you are now on Aired Out. 4 Quarters podcast with Lori Shepard. Tomorrow night at 5:30. Hopefully we'll get Berry City Councilor Tom Lozon in here at some point.
Yes, sometime soon. But there's no council meeting this week. So
all right. And when will the next Berry Beat be? Will that be Monday? Next Monday?
Probably next Monday.
All right. Listen, gang, thanks for liking and following the page. Again, don't forget to comment, to share any episode that you enjoy. We're always live. We're always local. We're never edited. And we take great pride in the fact that we're live and not edited. And sometimes you hear things that might tick you off, and sometimes you might hear things that you love. But we're seen right here on Facebook and YouTube from Fly in the Wall Production, and streamed everywhere you get your podcasts on the web at airedoutvt.com. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Anything else, Raylene? Anything else you can think of?
That's it. Just wish everybody a good day.
Yeah.
Love y'all.
Just be happy today. Try to stay warm. Help out your neighbor. A little bit of warm weather that's coming. So things, the crust out there will soften up a little bit. It is, I don't know. It is just a beautiful time of year. And it is so beautiful out there in Vermont. Looking up at the trees and everything is just amazing.
Yeah.
Tonight at my house, well, actually this afternoon at my house, guess what I'm going to be breaking out?
The 50,000 totes from the attic.
Did that last night.
Oh.
50,000 totes out of my attic, full of Christmas decorations, are now in my kitchen, stacked to the ceiling, ready for Lily and Sherilyn to attack. Tonight, though, getting it out, plugging it in, the bread machine. Can't wait. Gonna have some nice, delicious, the aroma, fresh bread at my house. It's gonna be amazing. You like fresh bread? You want me to make you a loaf? All righty then. Okay. Have a great day, everyone.
Why do you put it away? Why isn't it out year round? I don't understand.
The bread machine?
Yeah.
Well, because, it's...
Why do you need a machine to make bread?
What?
Why do you need a machine to make bread? I'm very confused.
Because it's a guy thing. You dump all the shit in there and you press on and then you walk away. 4 hours later, you got
That's not making bread. That's bullshit.
Oh, come on. Stop it.